Hello, Miss Noru, and today our group will be taking social psychology into architecture. First of all, let's talk about racism. Malaysia is a melting pot of three major races: the Malay, the Chinese, and the Indians, and a dozen other minorities. Yet, racism still is occurring around us. Despite how many years of moral education, we still have racism in schools, in the workplace, in the public, and in private. Yet, how can we solve this? There are a few ways, and one of our ways, we're going to be taking one of the social concept, which is discrimination, and we're going to design a building to solve this problem. That's all.
So our proposed restaurant will be called The Mix. Why is it called The Mix? The meaning behind that name is that it congregates all different kinds of races in our country. It also means the various kinds of cuisines served in our menu. So, the objective of The Mix is to help reduce prejudice, discrimination, and stereotype within the customers. How does it do that? Well, it exposes all the people inside to everyone else with different kinds of cultures and traditions. It also serves customers with our various kinds of food from different races.
Now, I would like to talk about the exterior design and the interior design of our restaurant, The Mix. So, the exterior design of our restaurant is a Mughal-style architecture style, and which is mixed with a colonial architecture style. We were inspired by a few of the historical buildings located around Kuala Lumpur. One famous building, which is the Sultan Abdul Samad building, for example. And we did this was because it's to remind our visitors about our country's independence and how we acquired it. We acquired it through the three main political parties from the past, which is UMNO, MCA, and MIC. These three political parties, they represent the three main races of Malaysia, which is the Chinese, the Malays, and the Indians. We also want to do this because we also like to remind our visitors the feats we could achieve through unity. Now, about the interior design of the building. The interior design of the building is a minimalistic and a simple design. It's to promote our restaurant's neatness and cleanliness and its simplicity. It's also to give our customers more room, more air to breathe. Thank you.
Now I'm going to talk to you about 2 out of 4 unique components used in the mix. The first, the glass hallways. The glass hallways is basically a hallway whereby the walls itself are made up of glass, and guests, to get to the second floor, will have to go through these glass hallways to get to the stairs, which is on the other side. Now, behind these glass walls are shelves filled with ingredients used by Malaysians in their food. Contact hypothesis is employed in this glass wall concept, as they will get to see what ingredients Malaysians use in their food. Now, the second concept, or should I say the second component, is the food itself. Now, the food served in the mix is from around Malaysia. Guests will get to enjoy the variety of food Malaysians serve throughout their country, and they will also get to know more about the food they are eating. As chefs, when they're preparing the food, they will be explaining to them about it in detail. Now, this concept also employs contact hypothesis.
Speaking of food, we have now reached to our core component of the restaurant,
which is its tables. Tables are round in shape, and the shape means unity or harmony. Furthermore, the table is fully equipped with a personal kitchen, which the chef can cook for his customers. And this table is fairly large, and it can have up to 12 customers at once. And this encourages the customers to interact with strangers. And this relates to the social psychology concept of recategorization. And this is because that the people inside the table can potentially be the same group, and thus concluding to the recategorization concept of the restaurant. And lastly, the restaurant also acts partially as an art gallery. It has several display cases at its second floor, and customers may appreciate the art made by our local artists, and this also emphasizes on the contact hypothesis, because that all of these artists, they come from different race, and despite of their race, they are able to achieve similar goals, and thus showing that everyone is equal in their own right.
In a nutshell, our concept hopes to remove or reduce racism within Malaysia through the usage of food, a universal language that all Malaysians love. Through contact hypothesis and recategorization, we can try to reduce the amount of discrimination within this generation, and through the history and introducing our past to a younger generation, we hope to completely remove racism in the future.